Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Gamester81. So what I'm about to show you is a system that was released in 2003 by Nintendo. And this system's not very well known, and it's only released in China. So let's check that out. Alright YouTube, so here it is. This is called the IQue. This is a Nintendo official product made by Nintendo and licensed by Nintendo. It's released in China only in 2003. Now here's a little background about why Nintendo wanted to penetrate the Chinese market. Obviously there's billions of people live in China. A third of the world live there. But there's a huge, obviously you guys are aware, there's a huge black market underground for video games. And Nintendo wanted to kind of get around that. And they figured they could penetrate it. So they worked with an American scientist called, his name was Dr. Wei Yan, and together they kind of worked on creating this system. In Chinese, there's the name of the system, actually, I'm going to really butcher this name, I apologize, but it's the Xinyu Ji, and that means a divine gaming machine in English. So there's kind of two names for this system. But let's open up the box and check it out. You got your game, your instructions in Chinese. You've got your AV cables. And this hooks up to the controller, and what's interesting is to that your AV cables, and you plug in your AC adapter right here, so it's kind of unique in that sense. In order to play this in the States, you do need a step down converter as well. It might be step up, I forget, to be honest with you, but this is it. And what it is, it's basically Nintendo 64 in this one controller, and you plug it into your TV directly, so it's almost like a plug and play. And how Nintendo got around the copying of cartridges, what they did was they released this little guy here, and this is a 64 megs memory card, and you plug it into different stations around China, and you could download games like Zelda and Mario Kart and Wave Race and F-Zero, and you could download right there, and you plug it into your system here. So that's kind of how they got away with it. It actually worked very similar to the Famicom disk drive. They use the same format and stuff like that in China, or Japan rather. When they released that out, you could download games on different kiosks throughout the city. So it's interesting. Now this game has Dr. Mario built into it. I have Dr. Mario for it, and I have a number of other. You have sample games as well. You can play about 20 minutes worth, and then it won't play anymore. So that's kind of interesting. But to be honest with you, I like this controller a lot better than the Nintendo 64 controller overall. I think it handles a lot, feels a lot better in the hands. It almost reminds me of like a Nintendo 64 controller meets like an Xbox, controller. And it's a cool system. I mean, I'll have to do some gameplay for you guys later. Yeah, I had several requests for the system, so I thought I'd eventually put it online. And thank you so much for watching. There's only about 15 games released for the system, and I don't think they make it anymore. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.